Up with KREM begins now.
Following a night of some gusty wind, we're watching conditions calm across the inland northwest. I'll let you know what that means as we kick off our Monday.
And taking a look at your screen right now, here are a couple of videos from the wind overnight. This morning we're tracking thousands of power outages in the area.
A brush fire near the Palouse Highway and Valley Chapel Road area. The Spokane Fire Department tweeted out overnight high winds and fire in the area made for dangerous conditions and to avoid that area. So this morning we do want you to send us your pictures or videos from this windstorm last night that left many without power. Text them to us 509-448-2000. 6:31 on your Monday morning. Good morning and welcome to Up with KREM. I'm Dana Marie McNichol.
And I'm Joshua Robinson. This morning, Brandon T. Jones, as you can see, has joined us live on the South Hill in Spokane. Brandon, what's it look like right now for you?
Joshua, it's a pretty crazy situation out here on the South Hill. Actually, not too long ago, I was out on Palouse Highway checking out what it looked like. That wind was something serious we got last night. You could hear just how powerful it was from outside. The winds were slapping against your windows, and this is the aftermath. This is 15th and Fisk. You can see power lines are down. This road is actually blocked off to the public. Vista crews are out here trying to fix the situation. Not too far down the street, there's a busy intersection off of Freya where it just, the lights are out. The power is out all across the region, and they're just going to be working, trying to get this fixed up over the course of this morning. Like I said, you can actually see how much damage is spread all across the region because of those winds. Power lines just sitting in the middle of the road, snapped like they were twigs almost. Trees were down across the region as well. Pine needles spread and scattered all over the place. You're taking a live look right now at some of the Vista crews out here just trying to get the situation under control. I've seen neighbors walking around just talking to each other, trying to make the best out of this situation, I guess. But yeah, I'm not sure how long the power will be out here for the current moment, but we're going to ask around, trying to get an update on when people in this neighborhood and here in the South Hill, when they'll be able to get some of their lights and their power restored. But yeah, you can take a look yourselves. It's a pretty crazy situation out here, Joshua.
Yeah, Brandon, kind of hard to look at this morning, but thank you for covering it this morning and letting us know about the crews in place, making road travel a little difficult for some people. Of course, all in abundance of safety and caution. We'll check in with Brandon throughout the morning. We do want to check in with Jeremy Legoo to let us know what else we're looking at in our Monday morning forecast.
Well, the good news is a lot less wind as we head through the day. You heard the difference there with Brandon. There is some gustier wind down to the south and as you make it out of town, but for now the wind is starting to die down. That's a good sign. Temperatures remain quite mild because of that. The wind kept us mild overnight. We saw temperatures hovering above freezing across the inland northwest. Tomorrow, not necessarily going to be the case. We are looking at a cooler morning tomorrow. Some of you are talking freezing conditions, but just know that that cooler morning comes thanks to less wind. So that is a bit of a good sign. But we'll watch that wind die down steadily throughout the day today. By about the middle part of the day, it will become basically negligible. And then as we head into the evening, it's calm winds across the region. But temperatures are going to remain a bit cooler. As the front moves out, it does what cold fronts do. It drops our temperatures. We have a cooler air mass setting up, and it's a dry, cool one. So here's what you can expect. Temperatures on the rise by this afternoon. We're climbing into the upper 50s, but it doesn't look like we even get 60 after our weekend in the 70s. So that means it will feel quite a bit cooler later today.
We are also tracking a number of power outages.
Here are some of the latest numbers from around the inland northwest. Now, right now, Avista is reporting over 2,000 customers without power across Washington and North Idaho.
Meanwhile, this morning, Inland Power is reporting over 3,200 outages in the area. Most of those outages are being reported in Spokane County.
And Kootenai Electric is reporting just over 800 power outages. Of course, we'll keep you updated on all of those outages this morning as well on KREM.com.
After 3 weeks and 45 witnesses, the jury will hear closing arguments today in the trial of Derek Chauvin. After closing arguments, jurors will be sequestered for as long as it takes them to deliberate. The city of Minneapolis is watching and preparing for the jury's verdict. Members of the Minneapolis National Guard are stationed throughout the city. Some businesses have already boarded up in anticipation of unrest. The judge told the jury to pack for a long deliberation, but hope for a short one. Minneapolis public school officials are also bracing for that verdict, switching students to remote learning later this week for their safety.
Here are 3 things you need to know about the coronavirus vaccine this morning. Now, first, a third shot in the arm. Moderna says it will be making a booster shot for its 2-dose regimen. A third shot is not currently required, but health experts say it could offer additional immunity against variants of the coronavirus, such as the variants first detected in the UK, South Africa, and Brazil. Half of adult Americans now have received at least 1 dose of the COVID vaccine. Across the U.S., more than 209 million total people have doses. 25% of the population has been fully vaccinated. And today, all Americans 16 and older become eligible for the COVID vaccine. This comes after President Joe Biden made an announcement earlier this month to extend the vaccine eligibility. Right now in Washington, the current 7-day average is about 57,000 shots administered each day. Many clinics in urban areas like Seattle and the surrounding communities ran out of their allotments because of such high demand. The state expects to get more federal shipments soon to make sure people can get their first dose as soon as possible. And Gonzaga is the favorite to land the top college basketball recruit in the country. Chet Holmgren is making his decision today. So after the break, we're going to tell you exactly how likely he is to become a Bulldog.
As wind dies down today, temperatures are going to stay in the 50s across a good chunk of the inland Northwest. And after our weekend up in the 70s, you're probably asking, when does that warm weather return? Well, the good news is, in just a few days. I'll talk you through it after the break.